going into something like the Olympics for the very first time, we are now the faces of breaking for a bigger audience and a bigger platform. And so I do take that responsibility. I don't take it lightly. I try my best to showcase breaking in the best light that we can, and I think the ambassadors that we have on this stage, on this platform right now, are doing a great job. And yeah, I'm happy to be a part of this. You know, we're making history as we go. We're literally like creating it. We're paving the road as we go, and to be a part of that is not something I ever envisioned in my life, not something I ever thought I would be doing. And so to be here, it's an incredible privilege, and I'm very honored and very excited. Let's say if you win something like the Rebel BC1, which is one of the most prestigious events within our culture, you go to a random person up on the street and you say, I won BC1, they won't know what that is. But if you go to a random person on the street and you say, I'm an Olympian, or I won the Olympics, everyone knows what it is. It's immediately recognizable. You can tell just from being here in Paris, the energy, not just for breaking, but for any sport, the incredible impact that the Olympics has. It's truly showcases the beauty of something like sport. It brings people together, and so again, for us to be a part of that, it truly is something special.
Feel it.
Recently, where you see a lot of people who are watching breaking for the first time. The difficult thing is they don't really understand it. So it's hard for us because, let's say for me personally with my style, it's not the most physically impressive style. And most people watching breaking, they will lean towards, especially if you're watching it for the first time, the things that are physically impressive, when people are spinning on their heads and doing all these crazy movements. But those aren't the things that necessarily win, but those are the things that they'll cheer for. But breaking is actually extremely technical. There's a lot of different categories and things that are important outside of just the physicality of it, and so it gets difficult because breaking is also about energy. It's about taking the energy of the crowd, it's using that and putting it into your dance. It's hard to do that when people aren't resonating with you, but it's also part of it. It's when something grows, there's like a grace period of people having to learn to understand what it's about, and we're in that grace period now.
But now we're coming over, coming into the stretch as well. Change the side.
With breaking, it's not the fastest or the strongest that's going to win, like the 100 meters or like a hammer throw, where it's simply about who is running the fastest, who makes it across that finish line faster, who throws the farthest. It's very subjective. It's a lot about style. So there's not really like a record-breaking thing for us. I think going out there, everyone just wants to win and represent themselves and kind of showcase their style and do it authentically. And that's kind of my approach too. To someone who doesn't know what breaking is, I would tell them that first and foremost, it's an art form, it's a culture, it's a dance, and it's probably the coolest thing you've ever seen.
Take out the weaknesses. I see you nodding, Phil. What do you think when you're hearing the mind game? You're like, no, I'm sitting on the outside. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for making the time.
Yes, and you would kind of give feedback and stuff to each other, but for us anyways, and for me, it was never like a strict coach that kind of taught me this. You feel a bit attacked.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, this is the way I want to dance. This is what I want to do. So again, that's why you need someone that you have that trusting relationship. You think like an artist, but you train like an athlete. And I think I've always done that. I've been working with a personal trainer since like 2017, even before all the Olympic stuff. And so for me, it's been super important, especially with breaking. It's a very physical dance. It's extremely athletic, but we are artists as well.
Stop. Good. And relax.
Breathe. When I go home, honestly, I just want more people to fall in love with it. Like, this is what I've dedicated my life to, and as big as it is now, it's still a very niche sport and a culture. And so I want kids to see it and fall in love with it and start breaking and want to be a part of it. I want more people and more brands to look at it and see the potential in it, because, I mean, biasly, we see the potential in it, and I just want it to grow.